Hi, I'm Papa G, here to unravel the complicated, world-shaping, sometimes head-shaking stories of our presidents. Today, number 28, Woodrow Wilson. Wilson remains the only president with a PhD. Came into office convinced he could guide the nation with the clarity of a scholar-statesman. But his confidence often slid into rigidity, a trait that shaped both his triumphs and his failures. He entered World War I, calling it the war to make the world safe for democracy, and afterward tried to rebuild the world through his bold idea of the League of Nations. But Wilson excluded the U.S. Senate from the treaty negotiations, the very group that's required to ratify the treaty. When he brought it home, they rejected it. Wilson warned correctly that refusing international cooperation could set the stage for a second, even worse World War. But we can't tell Wilson's story without facing the darker side. His administration resegregated federal offices, endorsed racist narratives like Birth of a Nation, and reinforced policies that harmed Black Americans for generations. Intellectual brilliance didn't always equal moral courage. On the home front, suffragists, led by Alice Paul, protested outside the White House for women's voting rights. Their arrests, their abuses in jail, and hunger strikes, answered with force feeding, shocked the nation. The iron-jawed persistence helped push Wilson to finally endorse the 19th Amendment. Then came the collapse. In 1919, while campaigning for the League, Wilson suffered a massive stroke. For months, he could barely function. In one of the strangest chapters in presidential history, his wife Edith quietly managed access, decisions, and messages, and essentially running the executive branch during his incapacity. Wilson's legacy is a paradox. A man whose ideas were often prophetic, whose stubbornness often sabotaged them, and whose failures and successes still ripple through the world today. Next time, we meet a president whose administration was soaked in scandal, surrounded by friends who loved poker, booze, and backroom deals a little too much, and somehow the real story is even stranger.